Hi, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Catch Up with ChiroTouch. We're thrilled to have you listening. I'm your host, Dr. Brian Blask, and today we're discussing a new ChiroTouch cloud product, CT Engage. I'm very excited to dive into CT Engage today. It's a game changer. It's a game changer in how you, the provider, can connect with your patients throughout their wellness journey. We're joined today by our local CT Engage expert, Tina Coro. Welcome, Tina.
Hi, Brian. Thanks for having me. Super fun to be here.
Oh, it's going to be great. But before we engage with CT Engage, tell our listeners a bit about yourself and your ChiroTouch history.
I like what you did there. So I am based in San Diego. Believe it or not, though, I do not engage. See what I did there? In any kind of surfing activities. I'm a land mammal myself, but still great to be by the coast. So I've been with ChiroTouch for about 2 years, and I am a product manager. And what that means is I get to work with our software developers to help design and deliver products and features that our customers love.
That's amazing. We've got so much development going on here with this new cloud product. So to have you on to talk about Engage it's very interesting.
Yeah.
So that's really what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep dive into CT Engage today as a new product for our customers. So can you just give us a quick overview here to get started?
Sure, absolutely. So CT Engage is our patient engagement tool. So it makes patient communication simple and easy. And our goal with CT Engage is to give providers a better way to build relationships, to retain their patients, and to retain revenue.
Wonderful. Thank you for that info. That seems important for the
Mm-hmm.
practices. So why would you say it is essential for providers to then continually engage with their patients?
Well, I think the answer to that question is in the tagline that we have for CT Engage, which is connect, engage, retain. Did you know, Brian, that the average practice loses over $3,200 a month, $3,200 a month from missed appointments? So appointment reminders, as we know, are crucial, but they're also very straightforward. They're very simple actions that you can take. And the more that you connect with your patients, the higher chances of them coming back to your practice and then becoming regular patients. And then not only that, you can provide your patients with very valuable information about their health, information about your practice. Maybe, for example, you have special events that you want to communicate or special offers. You can also check in with patients that you haven't connected with in a while. And you can also communicate all of this really simply via text or email. Very convenient, very easy. So really, it's just a very powerful tool.
That's remarkable. I mean, that stat you threw out there, $3,200 a month from missed appointments. It just feels like practices are leaving a lot on the table here. And you can use a tool like Engage, like ChiroTouch, to be able to re-engage with your patients, make some more money. And that $3,200 a month, that'll definitely pay for ChiroTouch, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely.
So what types of communication or campaigns can you do with CT Engage?
You can create really seamless communication processes, not only for your patients, but for your staff as well. So with CT Engage, you can set up appointment reminders and appointment confirmations via text or email. You can send updates to your patients. You can do recall campaigns for patients that you haven't seen in a while. And you can also boost your practice's online reputation, which is so important.
So you mentioned setting up appointment reminders and confirmations. I think that practices are used to, or they've heard of the appointment reminders, right? Being able to send the text and the email. But confirmations, what do you mean by appointment confirmations?
Yeah, so appointment confirmations are so incredibly helpful. So, think of if you make plans with a friend for a few weeks from now, right? You are going to probably, without a doubt, send a text a few days in advance of those plans to just check in. Hey, want to make sure we're still on, right? You're going to confirm. So that is what CT Engage will do for you automatically. You don't even have to think about it. And so when that patient responds to the text or the email that yes, they're confirmed, they're coming, you're going to see that reflected back in ChiroTouch for that appointment. So you have confidence that they're going to be there. So this also goes a long way to reduce no-shows and missed appointments, which are so vital, right? You're not leaving that money on the table.
So makes total sense. Love that analogy. Can you also touched on, and can you please expand upon reputation management? So
Yes.
when it comes to what we do with that.
Sure. So online reputation management, when we say that, what we're talking about is Yelp, Google, Facebook, any of these places where your patients can leave a public review. So research shows that about 94% of patients are more likely to choose a practice with at least a 4-star online rating, right? Which makes a lot of sense. This also definitely applies to my Amazon cart. So, with CT Engage, you can encourage patients to conveniently leave a positive rating on a review site, and then that can help drive new business for you.
Makes 100% sense. Because if you think about where most patients are spending time is on the internet, right?
Yep,
So they go and they check their phone, or they find your practice and they look at those reviews.
absolutely. 100%. Without a doubt, you're going to be looking that up and doing some research.
So if you're a patient, now you're online and you're looking at a Google review of a chiropractor near me, right? Or a healthcare facility I want to go to, it is important to have those reviews.
It can make all the difference in the world, right? It really can make the difference between somebody choosing to come in and not.
And so now as a chiropractor, I have this piece of technology that I can use with my software, right? That manages those reviews for me. Seems
Yep.
like a very powerful tool.
Absolutely. And what's more is it'll do it for you automatically. So you don't have to be doing this. You can, if you want to schedule it yourself, but you can also just let it go, do its thing. It'll send out those requests for you and gather the positive feedback.
That's amazing. So really what we're doing is we're taking the technology that we're building here at ChiroTouch and helping to automate your practice.
Absolutely.
Remarkable. You mentioned earlier that CT Engage does recall campaigns. Can you tell me what a recall campaign is?
Sure. Yeah. So recall campaigns are also very powerful. They allow you to continue patient communication without staff resources. So back to that automated conversation, right? You can use recall campaigns to boost engagement. They'll keep your patients returning to your practice. So get this, just a 5% increase in patient retention can boost practice profitability by 75%. So really powerful. And with CT Engage's automated process, you can send these recall messages. You can set a consistent schedule for sending messages. You can respond to recall messages, create targeted campaigns, and the messages are tailored to your practice.
Makes total sense. You're just dropping knowledge and numbers on me here.
I know that's what I
Increasing
do.
profitability by 75%, Tina? Good. Wow. Amazing.
Pretty great.
So it seems like CT Engage would be really a good and solid addition for any practice, but especially for providers who are really working and looking to grow their businesses.
Absolutely.
So let's shift over to the email component. I know a lot of doctors like to use email as a form of communicating with patients. I myself, big email guy, so I get it.
Mhm.
Does Engage offer email campaigns, any sort of newsletters that you guys can do?
Of course, we definitely have you covered there. CT Engage is all about keeping patients informed, engaged with your practice. So, along with the text messaging that we've been hearing about, you can send email marketing campaigns to your patients, keep them informed with the latest and greatest about your practice. So, these you can customize the templates to create campaigns that work for you and your business's needs. You can schedule campaigns, you can send campaigns to a targeted list of patients, all patients in your practice, or just send them to individual patients. It's really whatever you need.
Oh, that sounds phenomenal. So I like the idea there of being able to send targeted emails, right? The targeted newsletters to certain kind of segments of my database and patient list.
Absolutely. Maybe it's a certain age group, maybe it's people that have come in for specific appointment types, then you can tailor those communications to those individuals.
Especially if we think about really what COVID's done over the past couple of years and making sure that we're in constant communication with our patients, whether it's health related aspects of their care, what's going on in the world. As healthcare professionals, chiropractors need to be able to really engage with their patients more. And this just seems such like a no brainer, honestly.
It's so true. Yes. And really, the more patients understand why their chiropractic care is vital to them, the more likely that they're going to be to return to your practice, right? And keep up with their treatment, which is so important. So, you can, with CT Engage, send out information about the benefits of chiropractic care, maybe spinal health tips. All especially important, right, for people working from home, which has become the norm now. Maybe you want to send out special promotions, announce new services, right? The possibilities here are endless with those communications. And this is so important for your practice because, purposeful content can attract new patients and then help grow your business and your bottom line.
Totally agree with you there. HIPAA compliance, hot topic here. Is it safe to send messages through CT Engage to my patients?
Yes, HIPAA, very important. And the answer is yes, absolutely. The entire ChiroTouch platform, as we know, is secure and it adheres to HIPAA compliance. And it's important to remember that CT Engage is not used to send private medical information. Its purpose is to relay information about scheduling, practice information, those special offers, right? Things like that. And personal confidential health information is never included in the service of CT Engage.
Eases my mind a little bit. Good.
Yes.
What other features, bonus materials can our customers get from CT Engage?
Oh gosh, there's a lot. So I can just kind of list some. They definitely has a lot of great features that make it a very wonderful tool for any practice. You can do things like upload a list of contacts, right? We talked about that specific tailored contact list that you might want to use. You can include images in your text and email. It also has a cell phone detector. So when you're communicating with someone via text, you can see if you're texting a mobile number, which is a fun little feature. If you have a landline for your practice, you can also use that number to send your texts from. You can receive instant alerts about activity on the platform, which is really great. So you'll never leave a patient hanging. If they had sent you a message, you know exactly when to go back and respond to them quickly. You can use pre-built templates in the system. And then, of course, it's all web-based. So all you need is a browser.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Is CT Engage available for all ChiroTouch users?
Yes, definitely. It's definitely available for all of our cloud ChiroTouch customers. For customers that are using ChiroTouch Classic, there is a service we have there that's called CT Connect that does have most, but not all, of the same features as Engage does.
Wow, you've just thrown a lot of information at us. That
Yeah.
CT Engage seems to be quite the engagement platform for our cloud users.
I agree. I'm very excited about it.
Tina, we got to get out of here. So thank you again for sharing all your information that you have on this topic. And if any of our listeners would like more information about CT Engage, please visit the ChiroTouch website to book a demo or visit the show notes for a link. Thank you to all our listeners for tuning in to Catch Up with ChiroTouch. You can find more Catch Up with ChiroTouch episodes on Spotify, iTunes, and chirotouch.com/podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Brian Blask, and I wish everyone listening a well-adjusted day.